Hello internet people, you may remember about a week ago we had a look at all of this Temu stuff and I said that we were going to build a little bit of a boombox for it just to see how it happens. Today we're going to see if we can build a subwoofer box for this little 6-inch sub as free as humanly possible. Now I know what you're thinking, Adam, have you seen the price of wood? It's not going to be free. Well, there's this magical thing that transports stuff all around the land called pallets, and some of them aren't completely f***ed. Now obviously in getting pallets instead of sheet materials it's going to need a lot more work, and for that you're going to need a hammer and a pry bar and a pallet destroying montage. Now, some things you may need to know about subwoofer boxes that mean that pallets aren't the ideal material to make them from. One, they have to be airtight. So, for example, this carrier bag would be a really bad box for a subwoofer. Number two, they have to be strong, which is another reason this carrier bag would be a really bad box for a subwoofer. Number three, they have to have a specified amount of air from within the box, and we'll work out the size of the box using my handy 6-inch tape measure. So hypothetically, we'll draw the box on this piece of shoebox, like this, with the most beautiful square you ever have seen. 2 slats deep, we're going 3 slats tall to get the extra space. It's not anywhere near as deep as that. Now we know it is 8.5 inches deep. It is 19 inches wide, and we are 13.5 on the tall side of things. So using an online calculator found out the 12volt.com, the keynote among you will see that I put this in the wedge box calculator rather than the square box calculator because I'm a moron. 0.42, which if we're going ported is slightly on the small side, but because this is going to be an outdoor kind of playing boombox, that's actually fine because it's going to be sealed. And for reference, the only thing I've spent money on for this box is wood glue and a small box of screws, totaling £9. Right, let's build the thing. Build montage. I've had a remeasure, and it turns out I'm actually 0.85 of a cubic foot rather than 0.4. So, whoops. But that means that all the speakers and everything fits in one box, which is great until you realise that I haven't boxed everything off inside for them to be in separate air spaces, which is something else you have to do. If you've got a sub in the same box of speakers, you need your sub to be in a different box to your speakers, otherwise they'll kind of just explode. And what I have here is some vernier calipers. Very different to dual caliper. These ones don't sing. So, because this sub was, and still is, the epitome of all that is quality in subwoofer and speaker technology, it didn't come with any small parameters, it came with no measurements, and I have no idea how big the cutout has to be. So we're going to measure it using Dua Lipa here. This is annoying. So this genuinely is the first time I'm ever going to have turned one of these amps on 24 volts. In 3, 2, 1.
And here you have it. This is what you can achieve if you are reasonably shit at woodwork and are really bored on a Sunday, because that's what's happened here. We've got the Temu 6.5, we've got the Temu 5 1/4, and we've got what I've now learned to be knockoff Pioneer tweeters, all being powered by this little amp, which is powered by this lithium, which then goes into this crossover, which I'm not really sure if I need at all, but it's on there anyway. Total build cost is around £70 odd, more than it's worth by a mile. I'm going to be testing 2 amps on it. I've got the one that's on there at the minute that I bought from Temu quite some time ago in this video over here. And I've got this one here, which you can actually get from Alibaba, which gave me an idea for another video. If you like this video and subscribe to the channel, I will spend 100 of my own English pounds on speakers, amplifiers, audio equipment of the sort from Alibaba. And that way I can let you know what's actually worth spending money on. Right then, Temu, you old slut. Let's see if you make some noise.
Bloody at 50 to 60 hertz on that sub is crystal. Let's see how far the sub moves. Oh, the interference.
So this little amp here, very limited on what you can control. There's no Bluetooth on it whatsoever. There's a lot of interference that goes through it, but that's what you'd expect when you pay about £5 for the amp. Now, we have this one here, which I'm going to bolt on and hope for amazing things. Now this amp is actually Bluetooth, which is kind of cool when you consider it only costs £2 or £3 more than the last one. Although I could do with putting it on a switch. It plays a jingle. We're very flashy at the minute. Let's see what happens when we pair up to it. BT 5.0. Now this amp, like most car shows, is full of knobs. We've got bass, crossover, treble volume, treble, and volume. I don't know what the difference between treble, volume and treble is, but let's find out.
Immediately, no interference whatsoever. Oh, that is 100 times better. Oh, it's a lot louder. When you consider this amp was also supposed to be 100 watt, it was not. Oh my god, I was about to say, perhaps the speakers are shit. This has transformed everything. I'm at the end of my property.
I was about to conclude that this was terrible. That amp has transformed this. That is well worth whatever 12 quid it is on this. For the sake of this being £7 or £8, however much it was, you've then got to buy the right cable for it. You've got to dick around with it. There's like no terminals. There's 3 knobs. It serves a purpose, but for the purpose of what I want, it's f***ing shit. So I've shut my garage so this doesn't piss off all my neighbours. Let's see if it can go full chat. Up. I'm going to take this to a field.
I think we can confidently conclude that that amp made the world of difference. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, you've enjoyed me reviewing things, building things, just going to pick up my flip-flops as they fell off while I was walking backwards. If you've enjoyed me building things, reviewing things, next time I'll probably use sheets of wood rather than a fucking pallet, because that took forever. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, be good to each other. See you next time.